All right, so we're live. So here we are for our team empowerment session, and we just wanted to share tonight just a quick testimonial of each of us of what our favourite product is and why. Who would like to go first? Go, Sue.
I can.
Go,
I can.
go. Yep.
Well, I'd like to say all of them, but I know that we're about. But thinking about what I could absolutely not ever do without, and it's good old reserve.
Yeah.
Good old reserve. So I absolutely love the reserve. I take at least one sachet a day. Sometimes I take 2 or 3. It's just such a great product for so many things. So obviously, we're taking it every day to switch on our anti-aging genes, to protect our DNA, the antioxidant benefits that we get, the heart health benefits, good for digestion, all those things that I find that are great when I'm on it. I also love it as an anti-inflammatory, and I use it for that a lot. And I also, I'll go through what my benefits are with the anti-inflammatory. Like, I take one every morning. If I'm doing a run, which is pretty often, I'll take, like, if it's a shorter run, I'll take one on the course with me. If I'm doing, like, for example, tomorrow I'm planning to do a 20K training run, I'll have a couple of them with me. So what I find is that if I take them on the track, I know there's not a lot of calories in there, but if I take one on the track, I find that it aids my recovery. So in my mind, I'm getting rid of the inflammation as I'm producing it. So I'll finish my run and I'll take one straight afterwards. And so I really feel like without it, I couldn't perform the way that I do. I couldn't recover the way that I do. And it's just become so much a part of my routine with my training. So they're the main reasons why I just really love the reserve. So there's others and I've forgotten them, but I'll leave it at that for now.
That's awesome, Sue. Yes, a 20K run. I mean, I'd probably need 20 of them.
Yeah. More than that.
Yeah. Fantastic. What about you, Miss Sue Ferguson? What's your favourite product?
When I've tried all the products and I love them all, but sometimes if finance isn't there, you say, well, I'll do without that particular one. And my one was the daily moisturiser for obvious reasons. I thought, well, I could just use a moisturiser.
Yeah.
And I found this one daily is so light that it just complements.
Yeah.
Plus, because I was outside a lot, the sun protection it was mind-blowing. Because if you do a school sports day, you usually end up burnt.
Yes.
And that's all I was using. And it was a no-brainer after that. So I always get my daily moisturiser.
That is awesome. Yeah. It's beautiful and moisturising, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's light.
Yes. So. Love it. Awesome, Sue. All right, and you're going last, aren't you? Or are you going next?
Oh, okay, I could go next, whatever.
Okay.
Well, I mean, okay, so the whole Luminous range for me is,
And just one.
Okay. But I've got to probably say I love the cleanser. And I guess because we live in the tropics, so, it really gets, I mean, with Sue, you're probably the same, but, it's really hot and humid. And so I use the cleanser probably 2 to 3 times a day because, after exercise and stuff, I'll have another shower. So I'll wake up, use it, go exercise, use it. At night, I'll use it. And it just makes your skin just feel so clean, healthy, shiny. And I've also found that if I've given it to somebody just to use on its own, even without the complementary products, you can do that as well. So I love that exfoliation. I love the detox about it. So yeah, I really get quite upset if I don't have the cleanser on hand. But
I love it.
Laughing.
Oh, that you get upset. I think that's really gorgeous. Yeah, I love the cleanser too. Oh, awesome. Well, I can't choose, but actually, the one product that I mean, I love all of them, but the one that I've been really, really loving is the new Hydra Shield mask, because only because I'm in the desert, it's so dry. I quite often, even through the day, like sometimes I would, obviously cleanse and serum and use my daily moisturizer, but sometimes I'm that dry that I still want to put more on. So that the Hydra Shield mask, what I've loved is when I've used it, like say on a Sunday morning, and I've, how you peel the bottom layer, you stick it on, and then you peel the top layer. Those bits that I peel off, I put back in the packet and I seal it back up. And so then every single day after I've applied my serum and my Flawless Skin Brightener, I actually put a swab of that all over my skin, let that soak in, and then I'll put my day moisturizer. And it just adds, and I'll get a whole week out of that one sachet, reusing those skins to mop up all the juice that's in there. It's just beautiful, and that's been a real lifesaver for me because I've always naturally had very dry skin, so it just has given me that extra boost without wanting to put on too much day or an overlay of night. So yeah, that's mine.
Oh, that's awesome.
Should we go?
That.
Should we go around once more? What's your second favourite, Sue?
Oh my God, it's so hard to choose.
I love it.
That's only in itself.
Okay. I'm thinking in terms of what could I absolutely not do without. Oh God, it's so hard. Look, I'd have to say the Zen Pro or the Zen Fit. What is it? Fuse. That's it.
Yeah.
The Zen Fuse, because on days that I'm working, seeing patients back to back, I don't have time to eat.
Yeah.
And so it's just fantastic to have such a great quality protein shake that I can put into my water that I always have sitting there at my desk. And I've got to that time, I know I'm getting hungry, I know I really need to eat something, I know I've got another 3 hours of patience and I'm just not going to have time to stop. So it's so good. I just have it in a little plastic Ziploc bag, and so it's really easy to pour into my drink bottle. I have a wide neck drink bottle. Just pour it in there, shake it up, and sometimes I'm even drinking it while I'm taking my next patient through, and it's been an absolute lifesaver for me because it's meant that I can maintain my energy. It's meant that I know that I'm going to maintain my muscle. It's meant that it's, bought me another 3 hours without having to, it takes 10 minutes to eat a meal. And so it's my absolute saviour on busy patient consulting days. So it's one, again, that I can't do without.
I love that. I agree. I agree. Especially like when I do shifts at early morning, I agree with you, because if I'm at work by 6:30, it's too early to have breakfast. But if I take my shake, I can drink it while I'm there. And then when I've finished my shift at 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'm ready for brekkie. So it fits in perfectly. Whereas before, I'd just go without and I'd be starving by 9:30, 10, and then I'd just be wanting to eat anything. So that's a great way to explain that, Sue. Brilliant.
And I use that when I travel a lot too. So it stops me picking when I get home.
Yeah, that's good.
That's super, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. What's your second favourite, Sue?
Well, this is a hard one. But since I work with teenagers, I'd have to go my Envy.
Oh.
And I don't wear a lot of makeup at all. But my Envy would be my next one.
Okay.
Because
why is that?
It just gives me a nice overall skin tone without having a lot of makeup on. and the kids don't pick up on it because teenagers are just horrible when it comes to age. Yeah, and it's got me through so far. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, and it's easy to use and it's quick and
yeah. Awesome.
they're
Love
all
it.
good.
Yeah. What about you, Ange? What's your second favourite?
Okay, well, you know, I can't actually say that was my favorite because I love the nutritionals, all of them. AMP has got to be right up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the biggest thing I noticed back was being able to, you know, running your own business and stuff. I tended to wake up at night and then wouldn't be able to go back to sleep. And taking that, the PM especially, is just taking that edge off and being able to doze and go back to sleep without anything. So for me, the AM PM had a huge impact. I think, you know, a lot of people obviously experience that as well. The AM was really great for my nails as well, as my hair better and stuff as well. So AM PM has got to be right up there with my favorite nutritionals. Having said that, I agree with everything that Sue said about the Fuse and Reserve and Affinity. So it's hard to pick a favorite, but yeah, definitely AMPM is one of those.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to swap to all of the Luminous range, but I'd have to say that Reserve as well for me. Similar but different with Sue. Because Reserve was one of the first products that I tried that I saw or felt a result where I just went, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Because when I first joined Janess, leading up to that, we'd bought some Siamese cats, and I grew up with cats, but we bought these beautiful kittens, and I became very allergic to them and developed asthma and very bad allergies. So I was taking Zyrtex all the time. Everything was running out of everywhere. I was a mess. Some days I would be, you know, I don't know if you've ever had really bad allergies or hay fever, and I'd never experienced any of that in my life. But it was debilitating. And after I had tried the Reserve, after a couple of months, I just noticed that I wasn't using my puffer and I wasn't needing my Zyrtex anymore. And that was amazing for me to be able to just feel clear and wake up and not have a wet pillow because everything was running out. Do you know what I mean? It was just foul. So Reserve has been a real lifesaver, and I just found that, you know, with allergies, for me, if you're tired and you run down, they get worse. But Reserve enabled me, I would just take 2 or 3 in a day instead of, but even in the middle of the night, if I had shortness of breath, I'd get up, instead of using my puffer, I'd get up and have a Reserve. And it didn't keep me awake. It actually dealt with that problem and just calmed everything down, being, really good for inflammation. So that was probably a real light bulb for me, Reserve. So there you go.
That's great. These are such good pointers for people, you know, because everybody's got such a different
story.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I forgot the allergy story, actually, Jacinta.
I know. And I know it's a testimonial and it's not about sharing health benefits, but when it's real for you, then it's real. So shall we do a third round? One more round? One more round. All right. Sure. Sue, what do you think?
I really love the Nara. I love the Nara. I love how, on top of everything else, like the whole range, Reserve, AMPM every day, do the skincare, but the Nara on top of all of that has made such a difference to my skin. It's just like a baby skin. It was good before, but it's just so soft, like a baby skin. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I think I've told this one before as well. I had this nagging injury after I had a fall on the track one time, and then I did this horrible, big, long, uphill, horrible trail race, and my knee was just giving me trouble, and I was ultrasounding, I was stretching, I was doing everything I possibly could, And as soon as I started taking the Nara, nothing else changed, but my knee pain went away. So obviously with all that ability to be able to heal, collagen, not only just we think of it from the skin perspective, because that's what we can see and, you know, where we get the immediate, you know, obvious response. But my knee pain went away, and I 100% believe that the Nara and the collagen healing ability that it gave my body is what got that last little bit of healing done in my knee. So absolutely love the Nara. So glad that we've got it. One interesting thing I've come across, a friend of mine absolutely loves the concept of collagen you can drink, but she's vegan. So because it's a fish-based product, she won't use it. So that's one little stumbling block I've come across.
Yep.
I thought I'd share. It might be interesting.
That's good to know, actually.
Yeah, but I absolutely love it. I think it's an amazing product.
Wow. That is awesome. I'm glad you said that testimonial. Yeah, because someone asked me about the collagen the other day, about whether it works within the body and not just for your skin. So that's really, really good to be able to share that. Awesome, Sue. All right, Sue, number 2, you're up next. What's your next one?
I'm going to have to cheat a little in a way, because I'm going to have to say my ZP8, because the whole system has changed me.
Yeah.
I've been on it now a year, so I've dropped 10 kilos, and I actually got on it to actually help my husband, not me. But it's actually made me hormonally and sugar and everything all level, so I don't get any more vertigo attacks, because I used to be laid up for a couple of days with vertigo, and they related that to hormones. And when you're trying to work, vertigo, you can't get out of bed. That's you've had it. So that's a whole year since I've had my vertigo now. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, so it's just complete balance.
Wow. That's a really, really good testimonial. I really like that. That's good to share with people. Goodness. That's awesome, Sue. Well done. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And are you doing PFC as well every 3, or you just using?
Yeah, the only pickup I had sometimes is if I'm on the farm for working with the kids, I have to stretch it to 5 hours because we don't have a morning smoko. So I put one in at the end of the day.
What's a morning smoko?
Oh, normally you have a morning smoke, like 10, 11 o'clock, where you have morning recess or coffee or something.
Except the kids obviously aren't having a smoke.
They don't have smoko. They don't know what smoko is. To explain. No, you're not having a smoke. So you don't have a break. So I had to stretch it out the other end of the day, and it's fine because it's flexible. So it's good. Yeah,
that's good. I'm glad I cleared that up.
Shove the thought my students to smoke.
That's hilarious. I can't believe you hadn't heard of smoko, Ange. I love it.
No.
Too good. Okay, Mrs. Gibson, what's your third?
I'm going to have to, well, it's actually my first, but yeah, the serum. Come on.
Yeah.
None of the serum, which is just awesome. You know, anybody has any affliction, it's like the serum comes out. Sorry, it's got to be.
Have some serum.
You know, there's a burn, it's serum. There's this, it's serum. There's an insect serum.
Yeah.
So, got to say, I got to go back to number 1.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
of course, that's why I business because of that. I mean, of using the serum.
Yeah. I agree with you. That was going to be my number 1, but now it's not because it's yours. But that was also one of those first, because I started just with one serum and I was using it with other products because I just was a little skeptical when I first joined, and so I already had plenty of other skincare, so I just used the serum with my other skincare and took before photos, and that's when I saw change in my skin within 3 weeks and thought, what is this stuff? Oh my goodness, what's Tracy given me? So that's when I bought the whole range and went, that is amazing. So I agree with the serum. But one of the other products, my other favourite, is Body Renewal. And originally I was just like, oh, I'm just going to use a little bit on my hands. And over my whole life, and I think my mum is a bit similar, we've always been really dry in that area on our hands. And I don't know if it was just a hereditary thing, but sometimes enough that you could peel skin off my hands. That's how dry. And this is Body Renewal has stopped it. So I just use it pretty much every day before I go to sleep. It's next to the bed. It's in my handbag. But it just keeps my skin all over just really beautiful and soft. So it's brilliant. Good for your feet, cracked heels, all that sort of stuff. So that is good too.
That's
Great.
Yeah. Awesome. Good testimonials. Good to share with all of our customers, actually. So
Definitely.
hi, customers, because we're going to share it with you. You're going to love these products. All right. Well, shall we wrap that up then? And
Yep.
as a recording. So thanks for joining us. That was awesome to get a quick testimonial on all those products.